Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Monday, September the 3rd, 2012. This is ProofWLSWorks, and I'm your Monday vlogger, B. Today's topic is a pretty interesting one. It's about fitness and motivation, two of my favorite discussion topics. It's a lengthy one, so I'm going to kind of fly through it, and then we'll just take it from top to bottom. It's titled, Get Motivated and Stay Motivated. How? How do you get motivated about fitness? What steps do you take? How long did it take you to make fitness a habit? Something that you look forward to. How do you stay motivated? How do you stay motivated to keep doing it? Have you lost your motivation? If so, what can you do to get it back? Well, we'll start at the top. Actually, you know what? No, we won't. We'll start with motivation. You know, I've discussed this on my own channel. I've discussed this on other proof blogs. You know, motivation for each of us is different, and there's no cookie cutter formula to getting and finding motivation. And it's something you really have to do on a very personal and a very real level. You know, but once you've achieved, or once you've found that motivation, I'll say, that's the hard part. The easy part is keeping it. And we have to put things in our lives to keep us motivated. These little goals. You know, we have all talked about these non-scale victories, the glue that binds. Those are the things that bring us from large moment to large moment. You know, whether your large moment is a 5K that you want to run, or if your large moment is when you hit 120 pounds or 160 pounds or whatever those goals are. You know, and goals are the other thing that keep us moving. I think that you'll find, that I've found, that when we don't have goals in our life anymore, we tend to be less motivated. And I'll get to that in a minute. How long did it take fitness to become a habit for me? You know, before weight loss surgery, I had lost a significant amount of weight. I was eating a very, I'll call it militant, because it really was, very strict diet. I was on a very strict schedule. I wish I still had the notes, because I threw them all away when I was done with that part of my life. I had everything down on paper. You're going to eat at this time. You're going to take this supplement at this time. You're going to eat this at this time. You're going to drink water at this time. And it didn't matter if I was in a meeting. It didn't matter if I was on the road, if I was on an airplane. If I knew I had to have a chicken breast at 3:30 and I was halfway from here to, you know, Miami, Florida on an airplane, I'm digging in my bag to get my chicken breast. I mean, it was that real for me. And pardon me. It was, and my workouts were the same way. You know, I was working out twice a day, and it was usually an outdoor workout, something that I could do on the road, or something that I could do at my parents' house, or at my house, or, you know, wherever I was. I didn't need any specific equipment, and it was that structured for me. And when I stopped doing that, I kind of went through this rebound phase of, thank God I'm not doing that crap anymore, because it wears on your brain, you know, it wears on your mind, and B, it makes it not fun. But what I found was that sensation that you get, that euphoria that you get from working out and being active, I yearned for it, you know, almost like a drug. And it didn't take me long to get back into a routine. So it's really a tough question for me to answer, but even now, you know, that sensation that you get after a long run or after a good core workout or spending 40 minutes on the weights, it's addictive, and I don't think that you can say you're in a position physically to call yourself fit if you don't yearn for that. So it's always something that I look forward to, you know, even if not for the feeling, but for the simple just release. You know, it's great stress relief for me to go run 4 miles, especially after I've worked my ass off at work and gotten yelled at by the chef for 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, I love to work out. You know, it doesn't always happen, and you know that's where this motivation thing comes in. You know, I work a very different schedule than most people. You know, when you're getting off work, I'm going to work, and during the day when most people are at work, it's 112 degrees outside. So going outside is something that I have to really force myself to do every day. And it's not that I don't want to work out. It's just a simple fact that it's grueling. You know, I still yearn and I still want to go run and want to work out, but you know, it's not something that comes easily. You know? So what do I do to stay motivated? What do I do to get my butt out of the bed and go work out? It's those goals, and that's kind of why I wanted to save that for the end. Things like Tough Mudder, you know, that I'm training for now, or you know, the Rock and Roll Half that's right after that in December, or a Glow Run that's coming up in October that I'm going to run in. You know, all these things that are out there that I've signed up for, these goals, these events. These are the things that get me from A to B. They get me from Monday through Friday. You know, I know that if I don't go lift today, I'm going to be behind. And I've got 30 days until Tough Mudder in October, and I got to get my ass ready for it, and I have a lot of work to do. So those are the things that get me out of bed every day and get my ass in the gym. And I have found that when I don't put those things in my life, it's very easy for me to lose that motivation. It's very easy for me to stay in bed. It's very easy for me to just go, you know what, I'm not going to work out today. And that's why I've discovered I have to have those things in my life, because those are the things that get me out of the bed. You know, I am in an interesting position here because here in Las Vegas, and I don't know a whole lot of people. You know, my pocket peeps is the only friends that I really have here. And when you don't have somebody knocking on your door at 9:30 saying, "Hey, let's go to the gym," it's tough, you know. And that's why those other things are so important to me. My phone turned off, so I lost the rest of the questions. Give me just a second. Here we go. So what do you do when you lose your motivation? You know, it's very difficult to realize, you know, first of all, that you've gotten into that position, because the first thing that happens is you get comfortable, you know, and you're happy with where you are and what you're doing. And it's like, I don't need to work out today. I feel fine. My size 2s still fit. I don't need to go to the gym. And then one day your size 2s are a little tight. Yeah. Must have ate too much. Your pants are kind of tight. And then a week later, they're still tight and they don't fit at all. And you're like, oh, well, I just go get my fours. And this snowballs until you're 50 pounds heavier than you were, and you realize you haven't worked out in 4 months. And it can be bad. The toughest part is realizing that you've lost your motivation. And that's why I'm a big fan of keeping these checks and balances in your life, these people in your life that can keep you aware of that. And we always have to be aware. It's a fight, and I've talked about this before, that we fight every day, that little fat monster. He's always out to get us. And we have to keep these checks and balances in our life to make sure we stay on track. Things like our skinny jeans. Things like you need a number in the back of your head. You're weighing yourself every week. Oh my gosh, I gained 10 pounds. I need to do something. If you don't weigh yourself every week, you're never going to know that. These are all these things that we have to keep in our lives to keep ourselves aware of where we are physically, mentally, and not just physically size and shape wise, but physically fitness wise. Why is running this 5K so hard this time? Well, because your ass hasn't gotten up and ran in a month. Things like that. We have to keep these checks and balances in our lives to make sure that we stay on track. And to help us realize that we've lost our motivation, that's the main thing. It's not even about staying on track, but realizing that we're not on track. Because we all stray. We all don't want to go work out. The time is going to come in your life, if it hasn't already, where you're going to fall. And you're going to have to realize that you've fallen before you can pick yourself back up. The more that happens, the more that it becomes easy. But without these checks and balances in our lives, you're not going to be able to realize that you have fallen. You're just going to keep going down and down and down and down and down until you hit rock bottom. But beyond that, once you realize that you've lost that motivation, getting it back just becomes a simple matter of doing it. Okay, I screwed up. I haven't been to the gym in a month. I'm going to go today. And go. And set an alarm on your phone. Go to the gym and get your ass up and go tomorrow. You just do it. Nike said it best. Just do it. No excuses. Just do it. It's easier said than done. But it's easily done once you get that motivation back. Like I said at the beginning of this video, there's no cookie cutter formula to this. It's this whole journey, this whole thing is a big exploration in self-discovery. Finding the things in your life that motivate you, finding the things in your life that keep you positive, finding the things in your life that make you yearn for whatever. It's a huge lesson in self-discovery and self-awareness, and I think to be successful in our journeys, we have to yearn for that. We have to seek those things out. We have to discover ourselves. If you don't know yourself by now, you will. Or you'll fail. And I don't think any of us want to do that. So I think that's it. I think I'm done. Make sure you thumbs up. Don't thumbs down. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Come back and see us tomorrow for another Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works video. And make sure you come back and see me on Monday for another Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works vlog. Take care. Bye, guys.